level 36 dragons. Shit so purple, should be asking you where's the love. This shirt will turn your pacemaker up. Nuclear levels of cycle. Lung spluttering, necromancy push. Shit got diamonds on it, so you know the THC, the CBD rage is fucking swag. Look at this shit. Yeah, this Sagittarius, no sorcerer, bluegrass. This shit straight out of Bigwood. This shit will shout you up.
I'm a wizard and I love casting spells.
Okay. I mean, I was willing to mind my own business. I was willing to respect your territory and treat you like a man, but you couldn't leave it alone, could you? You couldn't let a man sit here for 5 minutes and take a rest on your precious piece of shit hill? Okay. But my briefcase? I'll get it for you, all right? You can have my briefcase. Here, you want my briefcase? Here's my briefcase!
You got annoying kids and a nagging wife. You're so fed up, you wanna end your life. And the thoughts at work won't stop being a jerk. You got bills to pay and the rent to do. You got student loans and you're totally screwed. And the thoughts at work won't stop being a jerk. Well, maybe you need a little vacation to let out your frustration. Negative XP amusement park and resort. Family fun in the sun, come on, what are you waiting for? We got food and games and live entertainment, of course. Negative XP amusement park and resort. Slide down the water slide and get a tan. Ride round on a go-kart track as best as you can. Chow down at the buffet, we got lobster tails. Roll around on the roller coaster, it's got endless thrills. You'll have so much fun, you won't give a fuck, as long as you're willing to give up the fuss. Negative XP amusement park and resort. Family fun in the sun, come on, what are you waiting for? You got food and games and live entertainment, of course. Negative XP amusement park and resort. You'll have so much fun you won't ever want to leave. You'll have so much fun you won't ever want to leave. You'll have so much fun you won't ever want to leave. You'll have so much fun you won't ever want to leave. It's the happiest place in the world, the funnest park for all the boys and girls. Negative XP amusement park and resort. Family fun in the sun, come on, what are you waiting for? Got food and games and live entertainment, of course. Negative XP amusement park and resort. Water slides and go-karts, Ferris wheels and juice bars. Got everything that you could possibly want. Shopping mall and Coliseum, American History Museum. Got everything that you could possibly want. Negative XP amusement park and resort. Family fun in the sun, come on, what are you waiting for?
I'm working on that music. Tarman! Oh my god, Tarman. I need to say something to Tarman. First of all, everybody thank Tarman for being the singular person on planet Earth. You would think there would be more, but no. The single only person on planet Earth is not
consensual. Real people never get it for me. My preference has always been too deep. Trying to fuck this bitch on the biggest pair of tits. So mere pussy, I couldn't stomach it. Is there something wrong? I said, of course. You don't even look like a cartoon horse. People are surprised when I say I'm into that. Bitch, rape, gore, and even death. Nothing in this world that won't make me hard. I even fuck my dog in the backyard. You might say I'm consensual. Don't need to be consensual. Real people never get it for me. My preference has always been too deep.
Yo, what's crackalackin', boys? I am Tarman, the Starman here, and I just wanted to say I probably should have announced it earlier. Okay, so for those that don't know, one of my good viewers, okay, one of my friends sent me $50 to eat 4 pounds of cheese. I talked to him, and here's the thing that we're gonna do. I'm doing it on Friday, okay? Not today. I know. Be upset, be mauled. I hate my fans. We're doing it on Friday. But on Friday, I'm doing a 15-hour stream on Friday because fucking 24 hours is like way too much for me. But I am going to make it up to you guys, okay? So on Friday, I'm doing a 15-hour stream, mostly all day, and that's when I will eat the cheese, okay? That's just dude. I'm so hot right now, dude. Like you can see the sweat, but it's like on my fucking forehead. I'm so fucking hot. It's like 110 outside, like fucking 90 in my apartment. I want to fucking Minecraft. All right. All right, boys. So, Josh fucking uploaded another 1 hour and 57-minute response video. Hang on. I know you guys can't see that yet. 1 sec. All right. So, Josh decided to like drop a 2-hour rant video while I was live fucking yesterday. Okay? So that's what we're gonna watch. But first, we will watch a video from 5 hours ago called Drink Combo, where we get a special guest appearance.
Hey YouTube, let's make bad decisions. What up? I got a drink combo. We're gonna take some of this delicious permafrost, these 100 proof schnapps, and some hypnotic, and some Mountain Dew voltage. And we're gonna make bad decisions.
I mean, you've made bad decisions. Like, I mean, when's the last fucking good decision you ever made?
In all the right ways.
Yes.
Okay, so like, I know when Sasha originally showed up again, some people thought that like he was living there like 24/7. I don't know why some people assumed that. More than likely, he was staying like 3 or 4 days out of the week, or when it got like super cold or super hot in fucking Casper, he'd come crying to Josh. Like, that was always my assumption. Like, I have no idea why some people think Sasha moved in with him. Clint would not have that. Like, sure, fucking Clint is a horrible father, but like he'd step in immediately if someone was trying to mooch off Josh like that.
Oh
Sure.
yeah, that's definitely a peppermint schnapps. It's got such a pretty blue color to it too. It's clear. Never mind. Oh, look at that.
Let me.
Yeah, have a smell of that.
Oh God, why even ask that? Who tops who? Josh is probably on top. Okay, because like, all right, look, like, okay. So like, let's just say, hypothetically, if I was gay and I enjoyed putting my member in a dirty butthole, then I probably wouldn't want to put it in Josh's butthole, but I also probably wouldn't want Josh's member in my butthole. So it's sort of like a double-edged sword if you think about it, you know? I don't know, man.
Yeah, these schnapps are like 100 proof, and they'll fucking light your fireworks.
Pour me some.
Yeah, go for it if you want. Let's get that hypnotic going. Chilling out with Sasha, having some drink combos.
Before I go back to work.
Yeah, hope you're all having a fantastic Tuesday. Nope, pop the cork. Pour a little hypnotic in there. Oh, that's a pretty blue color.
Oh, no, dude. Oh, God, dude. That stuff's nasty, dude. That stuff's nasty.
Yes, and then we're going to mix the hypnotic and the schnapps with some of the voltage.
Side of freedom.
Yes.
That's not bad smelling.
That's not bad smelling at all. Look at that. That's a beautiful little drink combo, YouTube. A Frosty Cobra. Let's see how it tastes. Divoja, Salacha, Salud.
What?
Mazel tov. Cheers. Skull.
Das Vidania. That means goodbye.
Mazel tov.
Okay, that's fucking low-key fucking tasty, dude. Hold up. Drink combos.
Yo, look at that nail, dog. Holy shit. You know what? You know, I'm more surprised that, like, look, I get it that people are surprised because, oh my God, it's a long nail and it's disgusting. I'm surprised that, like, Josh was able to get it that long without it, like, without it fucking cracking or without it, like, fucking breaking off completely and fucking, you know? Oh yeah, by the way, like the stream. By the way, it does help the channel. Whatever.
Alright, I'm sniffing.
Yo, what's up, Sorrow?
Now I'm fucking around finding out. Oh.
Yes, sir. That'll do it.
Okay. All right. That was nothing. I mean, Sosh, dude, it's like we are so deprived of content. We're all like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God, dude. There's Sasha. Oh my God, dude. And it's like, yeah. Woohoo. It's like, fuck, dude.
What's up, you glorious wankers? You Hogwarts-infested wankers.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm back at it with another video response. It's a very hot and humid summer's day, and I'm chilling out with no shirt and some, like, awesome marijuana-themed pajama pants.
Oh my God. Marijuana themed.
And I got some alcohol in my cup. It's a mixture of the Tennessee honey with the Nikolai vodka and some of this goddamn brisk lemon. We're set, man. We are Libar Apep set for our ways. Reference to my favorite demon, but that's beside the point. Sydney Watson made a new.
God. I was hoping it was another fucking. Oh man, I was hoping it was another fucking red pill video about fucking women or something. Fucking Sydney Watson is 10 times worse than fucking.
Video says the LGBTQ plus movement is over.
Oh my god, dude.
And a lot of it is just like all the negative crap the Democrats are trying to fucking avoid showing, and like the Republican side uses it as a way to like conservatives use this as
Tarman, do you think he just got done having sex with Sasha? You guys sure do love thinking about Josh having sex with men. No.
an excuse to hate
Oh, well, I guess I'm obsessed with that topic too, so fair enough. I love thinking about Josh having fucking gay sex. I love that shit. I love Josh's ginormous nutsack too.
on LGB, and I'm like,
Yo, MG, thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate it, dude. That helps out a lot. You're gay. Yo, thank you, Morris, for the $5 donation. How long until we see Bog? Oh God, how long until we see Bog Matter Spray? Compliments of bad company. I don't know, dude. New haircut? No, I'm just fucking hot and sweaty, so my hair looks like fucking, I don't know, dude. I'm just hot.
there's a lot of people in LGBTQ who are just sick and tired of woke culture, sick and tired of all the sickos.
Thank you again for the donations, though. I really appreciate that a lot.
Trying to join their movement.
From the both of you. That means a lot to me.
And all they want is acceptance and love. You know? So when you see crap like this, you're just like, Now, like, you know, if people in the LGB want acceptance, you gotta fucking fight against this shit. So the following video response is brought to you in part by alcohol and cigarettes, because I'm fucking done with society's bullshit. Hashtag gays against groomers. What up?
What?
There are a lot of people in the gay community who are sick and tired of all the sickos trying to justify their shit because Caitlyn Jenner gets
Look, Josh, I bet there's a lot of sickos with, look. Never mind. I'm not even gonna bother.
As a woman.
I'm not even gonna bother.
And I'm like, yeah, 100%, that's bullshit. You might have your prejudice against Caitlyn Jenner because she's trans. And it's like, well, what if the trans people hate you? You know, it's never called out. And I'm like, welcome to being a cisgendered male. It's only sexist when men do it. It's only phobic when trans people do experience it, you know. If they do it, it's like, well, you better tolerate it and respect their safe space.
What?
Anyway,
what the fuck is he talking about, dude?
Anyways,
Alright. This is gonna be a loud ass video too. Watch.
My name is Diddy.
Wait, what is your name? Hold up.
My name is Diddy.
Your name is Day. Okay, well, Day, what's up? Your pronouns are now they, them, still queer, still pansexual, still poly. Right.
What? I thought she said Diddy. I thought she said Diddy, right? I don't know.
You can't let the lunatics on TikTok ruin your view of LGB. You know, this is the kind of crap
I want a BLT.
that our homophobic, transphobic social media hyper focuses on this crap. And it's like, you know, when it comes to LGB, there are plenty of people out there that I'm personally friends with or family members of, and they don't appreciate all the negative representation. And I'm like, okay, if you think you're having a meltdown and you're feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe picking up the camera and filming yourself breaking down isn't the...
Yo, thank you so much, Rap Beef Sandwich, for the $5 donation. Thank you so much. Yeah, like the stream, boys. It does help out, like I said earlier.
answer.
Okay. This has nothing to do with Josh, but okay. So, like, I have, like, my main fish tank that's, like, in the living room. And I've talked about it before. Like I've shown it off before. I have, like, a lot of shrimp in it, lots of fish. But for some reason, I wasn't growing algae. And I know it's weird because most people don't want algae, but I wanted algae for my shrimp. And I left the blinds open for like fucking months, and for some reason I couldn't grow the fucking algae. Then I recently got some new plants that I put in my tank, and it just so happens that apparently they had some algae on them that, you know, got in the water and stuff. And fucking thankfully, my tank is green now, and like I spent like an hour scrubbing the front glass so I can see inside the tank, but like all of the walls are completely fucking green, and I love it. I fucking love it. Oh shit. Yo, Morris, thank you so much for the $5. Sleazer, rub butt is a snoozer. Hail to the shrimp fund. Oh, okay. Thank you, Morris. Thank you, Morris. It took me a minute to understand what the fuck you were talking about, but I appreciate that $5 donation. But anyway, I gotta show off my tank. It looks. Oh, and also I got a new species of snail in my tank. Cause I had I forgot the name of the fucking snail. I think it's like it's something, whatever. I have a new species of snail that, like, I have no idea what it is, but like I'm so happy that they're there because they're like not an inch. They're like a little bit less than an inch, and they're pink, and they're really fucking cute. But anyway, I love. Let me take a picture of it really quick. Hang on. Let me take a picture of it, and then I can send it. Hang on. I feel like a dick if I'm not gonna show it. Hang on. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Dude, Tarman, I'm stoked for this next wave. Let's surf. Bottle play, and I never seen those fuckers with a single
right, I'm back. I am back. All right, and also this made me realize that I need to clean it like a lot more. But regardless, I'm still proud of it. This should be it, right? Wait, hang on. God damn it. What did I save it as? I always fucking forget. Okay. Oops. My bad, chat. I'm vibing out, okay? There we go. All right. I know this isn't the best picture in the world, but, like, I'm really proud of it. Fucking obviously, there's some algae on the front that I'll take care of later. But I'm really proud of this. Like, I don't know. I don't like the unrealistic fucking crap that looks, like, all clean and stuff. I don't know. Like, this looks like a actual, like, you know, like a fucking pond or like a river that you'd see. But I really like it. I tried to make a cliff. Like, you can't really see it, I guess, but, like, on the left, there's, like, a lot more sand and dirt, and then it goes off to, like, a sand bed on the right with, like, the tree fucking branch with all, like, the hornwort and all the weeds attached to it and stuff. But, all right. Let's get back to let's get back to Josh. But thank you to all the donations while I was ranting.
And I'm non-binary.
What?
You're non-binary? Well, I'm so proud of you. I happen to know a couple people in my life who are non-binary, so you know what? Do your thing.
But, like, does Josh understand that, like, she's doing a bit? Like, she's doing a bit, Josh. Like, she's making fun of these people. You know? Yeah, dude, John, that's what I felt like. Like, I felt like some, like, 50-year-old fucking boomer explaining to his fucking grandchildren why this is so cool, but, like, really failing to, like, get their attention. So you're, like, scrambling and, like, trying to shit. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
They, them. I got you. You got a straight ally on your side. You have a straight, heterosexual, biologically gendered ally. I prefer the term biologically gendered because I feel like the term cisgendered or sissy is a derogatory insult towards people who are cisgendered. But don't you dare call everyone else a faggot because that's offensive.
Hey.
You know, this is what gets me about the whole movement, is the utter hypocrisy of it. Like, you're in such a quest to have your own rights that you pretty much exclude everyone else's rights. Before you hate on Cobra, let me elaborate. Like, oh god, it's one of those fucking videos. I'm tuning out. Okay, well, I'll give you a second to tune out.
I'm already tuned out.
Okay, now that the squares are gone.
What the hell did you just call me, Josh? Did you just call me a square? What fucking year is this? What the hell are you gonna call me, a fucking geek? Oh, yeah, well, a square? Well, you're a fucking geek. How about that, loser?
Let me just say that I think trans
fucking nerd.
People should have their own sports leagues.
Fucking rube.
And their own bathrooms, etc. Because it's completely hypocritical for you to go into a female locker room with your dick and balls swinging all over the place. And then to be like, oh, well, if you make everyone else feel uncomfortable in their safe space, you're told to get over it and quit being transphobic. But if you make them feel, them feel uncomfortable in their safe space, you're told you're a piece of shit. And I'm like, to a point, people deserve equality and they should have their safe spaces respected. And it's like, you don't want people to feel uncomfortable in their safe spaces. And I'm like, okay, we can have a...
Wait, so like, okay, I understand the concept of like a safe space, right? Like, I understand the concept of like a safe space. But like, how many people, besides like some people on Twitter and on Tumblr and stuff, like I don't know, dude. Like, I mean, like, I guess my safe place is the toilet. Then I don't know, dude.
a unisex bathroom without the whole world losing their shit. Shocker. Also, happy Pride Month, you fucking assholes. Check out my t-shirt design. Biology doesn't give a...
You have a new t-shirt design? Joshua Faye Saunders? What is it? Okay, wait. I don't know what shirt he's I don't see the shirt he's talking about.
Well, fuck about your pronouns. It's the truth. I'm not saying you can't have pronouns. I'm just stating the basic facts.
Oh. Well, this isn't a new shirt, Josh. This is like fucking 15 shirts ago. Biology doesn't give a fuck about your pronouns. Fuck woke culture with a flamingo that's farting a rainbow for $32.99. Wow, dude, a whole $1 off. Wow.
These people, it's like you argue basic.
Josh Faye Saunders, more like Josh Gay Saunders. So stupid, dude.
Science with them, and they're
so lame, dude.
Like, oh, fuck you, you're phobic. And I'm like, no, these are just basic facts. Men cannot give birth to children. I'm not saying you can't have pronouns. If you want to believe what you want to believe, have fun with it. Go ham on it for all I care.
Hey, I say that, dude. It's not cool.
My pronouns are she, they.
Are she, they? Okay, how can a person identify as a they, them? That's something I've always wondered about LGB.
Jesus Christ, man.
Is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's irritating. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not saying you can't. If you want to identify as a they, them, have fun with it. You know, it's not going to personally affect me. I'm just trying to understand, like, why? Why do you identify as that? And whenever you try to ask questions, you get labeled as transphobic and offensive. And I'm like, here we fucking go. And because it's Pride Month, let me light up a fag. See what I did there? I'm not homophobic. I watch lesbian porn and smoke fags.
And I'm queer.
What a gift to be here for who we are. This queer.
And if you're queer, good for you. Good for fucking you. I acknowledge you and I validate you. No one...
Ugh. God, dude, just be like, oh, you're gay? Okay. Just like, okay. Like, not like, oh, you're gay? Oh, honey, I just want you to know on how much you matter and how much you are validated. Like, who the fuck talks like that?
No one else wants to give a fuck outside of my fan base. Nobody gives a fuck. Outside of my family, my friends, and my fan base, nobody gives a shit. I get so much crap for being KingCobraJFS. You know, everybody wants to make fun of me for practicing magic, calling me the trailer trash Harry Potter, etc. And it's just like, you know what? I don't judge you, so why the fuck you judging me? That's what I want to say to LGB and everyone else. It's like, it's okay for you to hate me because I'm cisgendered, white, straight, and male, but you expect everyone else to respect your pronouns. Kiss my ass. Like, gender only exists when it's convenient for these Looney Tunes. See what I did there?
Of the church. Happy Pride to everyone except for my 7 children who have all betrayed me by being straight.
Bringing your kid to
Wait, what? Okay, that's the hypocrisy of the LGBTQ plus.
This literally is Josh. The intro is ironic. The intro is a joke. The intro to the video you're watching is a joke.
Is you want everyone to accept you because you're gay, trans, queer, whatever, but everyone else doesn't accept you. It's intolerance. I'm like, we got to accept each other and be nicer to each other. Is that too much to ask for? Like, I'm not trying to be homophobic or anything, because I'm aware of the fact that I'm very socially aware of the fact that it's Pride Month. You know?
You are very socially aware that it's Pride Month. Absolute word salad that's just trying to please, and
like a lot of gay people just want to be accepted and loved. They don't want to deal with like woke culture and sickos and all the crap that makes LGBT look bad. That's
by parade. It's like bringing your kid to Mardi Gras.
Pride 2025 is here, and the only thing coming out is corporate bankruptcy.
For freedom, we're not going anywhere, and Pride is not just going to be a celebration, it's also going to be a protest.
I don't know what to make of this.
Sydney Watson cheers.
Hi, my name is...
Wait.
I need...
Meet the new...
Oh my god, I'm sorry, chat, that was loud as fuck. That was loud as shit.
My name is Diddy. My name is Diddy. And I'm non-binary.
Pick only my favorite psychos. This video was...
Oh man, this bitch has got like, you can tell this bitch is fucking wrinkly. This bitch has like 10 pounds of makeup on her face.
Sydney, welcome back to hell. And as per usual...
If this is hell, then I'm Satan. King Cobra, speaking of the handsome devil.
Launch in. Today's video is sponsored by Fume. So this is once again...
Fume, for when you're too much of a pussy to smoke a real cigarette. Southern Cuts. Oh, Southern Cuts. Marlboro, Southern Cuts are like one of my top 5 go-to cigarettes.
Okay.
Love me some Marlboro Southern Cuts.
Who are you? Fucking Nick?
Who knew that death could taste so good?
Nick the Smoker? Who the fuck are you?
One of those videos that I had a really, really hard time putting together. Namely,
you had a hard time putting it together because you don't want to get labeled as transphobic, and that's the thing of it. Like, when there are assholes who are ruining it for LGB, and you're afraid to speak out against it because you're afraid of being labeled as some kind of phobic asshole, it's like, here we fucking go.
Because there are so many examples to illustrate my point, and it's a little overwhelming. It's so hard being asked to pick only my favorite psychos. This video was also quite challenging to edit on account of...
I'll be your favorite psycho. Okay. That was too far, I'm sorry.
Nudity and...
But like, Sydney Watson just looks like she doesn't even sexualize herself, right? Like, she's just like a plain, normal-looking woman, and Josh is getting all horned up and shit. It's fucking weird, dude.
Inappropriate behavior, which probably makes its own point all by itself. So, you know...
I'm not going to try anything, but Sydney Watson's hot. I just addressed it. Elephant in the room, fuck off.
With me. I've done the best I can with the cards I was dealt. I've now seen more naked man butts than I care to admit, and everything I've learned about kink has been against my will. Anyway, now I don't know about the rest of you, but lately I have noticed a very big swing away, not only from Pride, but the LGBT community in general, or the movement, I should say. Yeah.
Woo, get a load of this. Sonic Shakes are now half price after 5 p.m. So now you can...
Yeah, after 5 p.m. when you've been drinking and like, oh, I need something to like hydrating. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Year on year, it seems that there was a huge emphasis placed on this community, and year on year, the movement and its objectives have expanded, giving us huge parades, events, and representation absolutely everywhere. But Pride 2025 has been unbelievably...
Can I just say this? You can have representation and acceptance without shoving it down everyone's throat. And if you want to sit there and argue with me because you're a liberal, no one's shoving it down anyone's throat. Okay, well, my counter argument is, what about the 1950s when it was politically accepted to hate you because you're gay or black or whatever, you know?
What?
Now that these individuals have rights.
How is that an argument to that?
If you argue with them in the slightest, even if you're like, I don't hate you because you're black or gay or whatever, I just disagree with your policies. That becomes, you know, like the thing, where it's like, well...
The thing.
Okay, well now, you know, you're not allowed to disagree with anyone's policies without being told you're just racist, sexist, or homophobic. And I'm like, I don't hate you because of your race or your gender. I hate the politics that surround it.
Cluster. And what's interesting, at least to me, is that the LGBT community in general doesn't even seem to be fighting back. Are the gays fatigued by other gays? Is that what's happening?
No, that's the truth of it. Like,
You know, man. The thing. You know, that thing, you know? No, I don't know. But yeah, you do, you know, that thing, you know, that thing.
Well, I've literally witnessed, like, the trans community fucking hypocrisy at its finest. They're all about love and acceptance. You know, like, respect my safe space. But, like, they hate Blair White and they hate Trump. And it's just like, really? You were such a fucking hypocrite. Donald Trump literally allowed a trans woman to compete in Miss Universe. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump was the first president to host a gay wedding at his Mar-a-Lago in Florida, but that's not good enough for LGBT, no.
Was he the... I mean, that doesn't matter. Like, that doesn't, I mean, look, that doesn't, okay, that doesn't matter. Like, that doesn't mean, that means nothing. No, like, regardless, that means nothing.
Kind of like the assholes.
I mean, like, I like Trump, but, like, I don't, like, you know. Like,
about J.K. Rowling being transphobic, but the new Hogwarts Legacy allows you to identify whatever you want. And then when a black, you know what kills me about it?
What?
Is like,
okay, look, I'm sorry, dude. It's a fucking video game. Who fucking cares? Who cares if they let you be not like? Who cares if you don't want to like if you don't want to be a male or a female? Like who cares? It's a fucking game. Like who cares, dude?
The new Professor Snape is black in the Harry Potter TV series.
Okay, now that okay, now that I have a problem.
And people are outraged by it. The same assholes who were trying to cancel J.K. Rowling for being transphobic are now trying to fire her for race swapping. And J.K. Rowling literally said, if I had the power to fire this person, I would not do it. And it turns out the new Professor Snape that's black, that's set to play Snape in the goddamn Harry Potter TV series, is a trans rights activist. Isn't that a bitch? So apparently, like, racism...
I mean, Josh, are you going to watch this show? Like, are you going to watch this show, Josh? Do you have Hulu? Do you have, like, Disney Plus? You know, that's like fucking $14, $15 a month, Josh.
Racism is okay, but if you're transphobic, well, we're not going to have that. Like, fuck off.
You've all seen online that parades and events all over the place have been cancelled or scaled back. Others have been cancelled for low attendance
What's up, Ham Man? How's it going, buddy? I hope you're having a good day.
numbers. Some organizers have been left hundreds of thousands of dollars in the hole after major brands pulled their sponsorships, including...
Oh, shit. I completely forgot to fucking mention this shit. I forgot to mention this shit. So, okay. I want to talk about this as... I know it seems funny, but as professional as possible and not be a dickhead. But now, so, okay. Most of you know I don't like Willow Davis, okay? I don't like Willow Davis, but I do not wish this on any fucking content creator because it fucking sucks and it's not fun, okay? I just want to say that before I fucking talk about this. So Now is really upset that Willow Davis fucking claimed that Now was pregnant or Now might have been pregnant, so on and so forth. And like, you know, Willow's been like the main one besides fucking Jessica Messica that's and fucking HRH, fucking obviously. But besides them, Willow was like the main one fucking farming her, and Now didn't like that. Maybe some of Now's trolls. That's the thing. Like, people think Now is some fucking mastermind. No, Now just has a bunch of goons that like fucking trouble. They hate both sides, sort of thing. Like they just want to stir up fucking drama and fucking chaos. So either Now or Now's goons found Josh, Willow's girlfriend or whatever. And that scared, and like apparently, hypothetically, Now fucking contacted Willow's family, apparently, and that scared Willow enough to private everything. But then, like, I don't know, like 24 hours later, he put back up his fucking live streams and his videos, but most of his lolcow content centered around Josh is now gone. So there you go. Well, I mean, like I said, I don't like Willow, but I do not wish that on anyone. That shit is just, I mean, it's just uncalled for to do that kind of thing when it comes to like someone's family, because just attack Willow. Like just attack Willow, leave his family out of it. That's not cool. I do not condone that, even if I hate the motherfucker and think his content sucks. I seriously think that I think that whole situation is just gay. And okay, but also you could say hypothetically that whenever I say don't touch the poop, you'll end up regretting it. You could say that Willow maybe stepped too far. He put his hands too deep into the poop. Some might say, but yeah, whatever.
MasterCard, PepsiCo, Nissan, Citi, DoorDash, just to name a few. Brands didn't bother changing their logos to the Pride flag like they usually would this time of year. Target has all but removed its Pride merchandise from stores after backlash over its trans-orientated items, including...
It's because kids are not old enough to smoke tobacco or drink alcohol or watch pornography, so therefore they're not old enough to change their agenda. And that's why a lot of people, if your kid's not old enough to buy a gun, then why are you pushing this agenda? Because you want acceptance, but it comes off as brainwashing.
Friendly swimsuits. Okay. White liberal women are very upset about this one. Happy Pride.
Oh yeah, white liberal women. Chef's kiss.
Yeah, so Junior, I used to resell Legos, but I haven't. I have a huge collection of Legos, but I haven't resold Legos in like a year. I made good money on that shit.
Everyone's screaming about how, well, you're mean to trans people, and that's not okay. Well, what if they're mean to you? You know, that's the fucking truth. If LGBTQ plus is mean to you, you're told to tolerate it and respect their safe space. But if you're mean to them, it's intolerant. And I'm like, why can't people just be nicer to each other? Jesus Christ, this argument is so bleh.
In my Target that used to have the Pride section, it's now all USA. Yay. It's an American summer.
This woman probably knows approximately 0 gay and lesbian people, and yet she's mad on your behalf. Very on brand. Some people have
That's the truth. It's like, I don't know anyone who's da-da-da-da-da-da, but I'm going to get mad on your behalf. That is so typical white people. It's like, I don't know anyone who's this and that, but I'm going to get mad on your behalf. And it's like, if you stop and ask how they feel about it, you know what I'm saying? Like the Aunt Jemima syrup bottle, like, well, we got to change the mascot because the woman who was on that.
What are you talking about? Oh my, dude, the fucking the Aunt Jemima shit was like, oh god, dude. Okay, I saw another Cobra YouTuber fucking saying that it was a good thing that we got rid of Aunt Jemima. And like she wasn't even necessary for the brand. God, dude. That's what they were talking about. I saw that this morning. I was like, I was going through certain channels, for fun, and I saw this fucking other KingCobraJFS channel fucking saying that shit, and it made me cringe out of my socks. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is he talking about? But he was talking about this.
That bottle is a slave, and that's racist, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, you do realize that Aunt Jemima was the first African American freed slave woman to make $1 million just selling her delicious pancake syrup? That's girl boss 101. That's like a giant fuck you to racism. And like a giant fuck you to sexism. Like, yeah, here's a woman who's black and she's making more money than you make because you're a bigot and because her syrup tastes delicious. And instead of being like, yeah,
no, it's a different one actually.
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty fucking sweet. A bunch of white people get offended on behalf of black people and be like, well, we can't have this.
Now that Google is preoccupied with promoting Father's Day here in the US rather than changing its.
You want to promote Father's Day? Father's Day is awesome. If you want to get your dad a sweet gift for Father's Day, tactical soap.
What did you get your dad for Father's Day? Soap? I get. Yeah.
The description is in the box below. Like, you check out all my description box links. You can see a place to support me financially, and the tactical soap. Tactical soap is the bee's knees. If you're trying to.
Oh yeah, Josh. Oh boy, get an extra 10% off your. Oh dude, look at this scam, dude. Oh my god, dude. 6 soaps for $74. But wait, it's on sale for only $49.95. But wait. But wait, there's more. If you don't have enough, just pay 2 interest-free installments of $24.98 with shop pay, dude. Just imagine paying for soap in installment. In installments, dude.
Have sex with the ladies and you want to increase your chances. Tactical soap's the business, man.
Go to anything Pride related, the corporate abandonment of Pride has been so severe that even left-wing outlets have been writing screech pieces shouting into.
And the reason why a lot of people are avoiding this topic is because of all the assholes who ruin it for LGB.
What's up, sugar? How's it going?
there were a ton of assholes who ruined it for LGBTQ. And it's not just the phobic assholes, it's also the assholes within the community. And instead of acknowledging that and being like, okay, well, let's distance ourselves from sickos because we want acceptance, it becomes a thing of, if you question it, period, you're transphobic. You know, that's why a lot of people are sick of it.
Yo, Sam the Ham Man, thank you so much for the $2 donation. Once again, I really appreciate it, dude. That means a lot to me. And I'm glad that, like, look, I've seen all your comments. I'm happy to make your day better if I do.
Tired of being preached to like, you're the problem. And I'm like, the problem is people. It has nothing to do with your sexuality or your race or your religion or gender. People are just sick of people's shit. And like when it becomes politically acceptable to bully me because I'm white, straight, biologically gendered male. Because I prefer the term biologically gendered. The term cisgendered to me is an insult. You know what I'm saying? You get told you're a bigot, you're this, you're that, blah, blah, blah. And it's like...
Hang on. What's the watcher asking about? Hang on. What's the is it better to sell all the same colored Legos in a bag? All right, so it goes even deeper than that. But yes, color matters, but the actual type of the brick matters. If it's a plate, then people will fucking pay an arm and a leg if you have a bag of like 100 4x4 fucking plates that are like red or blue. People will go insane for that shit. But yes, color matters for the most part. But like, if you want to go even like fucking deeper than what the actual piece is, fucking actually matters too. 'Cause like there's certain pieces that get made in different colors, and because of that, there's certain colors that are less than others. Whatever. I'm high, but yeah, that's my autism. Okay, look, the only reason on why I used to resell Legos and I love Legos, so I have Lego autism. Okay.
Boyd about how this is all Trump's fault, pointing to his
Of course, because, you know, it's the same community that preaches we're sick and tired of all the hate and we just want acceptance. And so what do? They hate Trump because, you know, hypocrisy's a bitch, and so is my ex-girlfriend. Oh, wow.
When am I not high? When am I not high? I'm not high. I'm high on
the rollback.
I'm high on life.
Of DEI initiatives. And honestly, maybe that's what a lot of this
Yes, I'm high on life.
is about. Or maybe this also has to do with the fact that people, including gay and lesbian individuals themselves,
Lego's expensive. Lego went up like fucking like 3x the amount almost. Like I want to say like 3 years ago, maybe a little bit less. Like a Lego set that used to be, I don't know, like 200 now is $150. You know, it's maddening. Or like a Lego set that like used to be, you know, fucking 30 is now like 50 or 60. It's not good.
Are sick and tired of pride and what the LGBT movement has become. And as a result of this grand disillusionment, and as a result of this collective disillusionment happening, I think that we are observing the collapse of a movement in real time. It's almost like when you let things get co-opted by extremists and psycho people, it drives normal people away. Absolutely crazy. Who
would have thought that the idea of assholes ruining it for your movement, people are afraid to have a discussion, and it's like, well, you know, there's a lot of assholes in the straight cisgender community, that white community especially, that like, you're allowed to hate me because I'm white, straight, cisgendered, and male, but I can't argue with anything you say because that makes me a phobe. And I'm like, that's because you're afraid.
Yeah,
to be
dude.
told.
Okay. Look. I don't care what Josh is talking about. I want to talk about fucking reselling junk. So leave if you want to. But like, what's really hot right now is the fucking Labubus or like the fucking Lobobos, like whatever they're fucking called. Those things are selling for like 150 to like 200 a pop, and like the fucking specials are selling for like an insane amount, and it's fucking crazy because some people will fucking pay like $100 for a fucking mystery box. Like they have no idea what kind they're getting, but like the fucking resale market is insane on that shit. In the back of my head, I've been thinking if I want to like buy like a shipment of them and like fucking and like resell that shit for like fucking 5 times more than what it's worth, because they're super hot right now. I mean, so it's like, well, like you either do it now or like you don't do it at all, because like it's gonna get saturated. I mean, the market's probably already saturated, probably. Man, dude, I miss my reptiles, dude. I used to breed and sell ball pythons. Yeah, I know it's fucking generic, but I was hooked. And like if you got some of the genetics down right, you're looking at like $600-800 of a fucking baby, and like the feeling that you get and that rush where you're like I can't like, I mean, like, I guess the only other feeling that I could equate it to is like if you have like a baby or something, like if your wife has a baby, like that's what it felt to whenever I got, because I remember when I first finally successfully bred fucking pieds. Let me show you what they look like. Because oh my god, because I bought a female and a male. The female had bad genetics, and I ended up getting a bunch of fucking fucking cheapo ones that weren't worth very much. Not to sound so harsh about a living animal, but you know, it is what it is. But I remember the first time that I think this is it. I hope this is it. No, wait, is this it? Yeah, okay, thank God. All right, like I remember the first time I saw this. It was like a little eensy little baby, and I think I almost fainted. Like I think I almost fainted when I got it right, because like I mean, they're worth a lot less now, but they used to be worth like fucking $600, $800, $1K, $15K, depending on the you know the fucking morphs and stuff. But I remember literally like screaming, and like my mom thought someone was breaking into the house. Like I was screaming. I was so fucking happy. but shit happened, and I had to move, and I had to fucking sell most of my fucking snakes, and then I gave some to my family members and stuff. But yeah, but anyway, sorry. I'm gay.
You're wrong. Reference to my last video. Nobody wants to admit that they're wrong. You know?
Gay and lesbian people who don't make their sexuality their entire personality have become disillusioned with the queer, trans, and gender-obsessed part of the movement, which explains the recent creation.
I'm like, that's the thing of it. If it's not about sexuality, then quit making it about sex. I see all these gay pride parades where it's like naked dudes are walking down the street with their dicks in front of kids, and I'm like, it's disgusting. LGBT does not need any more negative representation. Fucking stop.
Organizations that demand the LGBs divorce the TQ+. I mean,
how is this about acceptance when it's like, even in LGBTQ+, you're fighting amongst yourselves. You can't agree what you want your acronym to be, and like the new pride flag pisses you off. You know.
We love Top Dollar the Cavs. The developers that we've been given have been nothing but top-notch.
Good for you.
I mean, let's be real. You know things have probably gone too far when you can't include all the letters in your psycho acronym and instead have to use a plus sign. Sometimes
that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's all about equality, why the fuck can't LGB include straight people and cisgendered people? If it's all about equality and respecting safe spaces, then you need to respect everyone's equality and safe space. Otherwise, you're a hypocrite and a bigot. Wow.
Make these videos and therefore I have to think about these things a lot. It just occurs to me.
Yeah, your head's looking good, Josh. Your head's looking good. Dude, like, I think Josh lost one of the shit locks. Now he only has like fucking 3 on his head. He has like that one to the left, that one to the... It's sort of like an arrow, sort of. Hang on. It's like sort of like an arrow, like down his head. Hang on. See? Look. It's like an arrow.
How unbelievably stupid most things are most of the time.
No, it's beyond fucking stupid. Sydney Watson 100%.
Certainly, if the 2024 election is anything to go by, Americans in general have overwhelmingly shifted away from progressivism, and that change comes with an upheaval in attitudes towards social causes. For the first time in a long time, polls show a consistent but steady decline in the support for the LGBT+++ community.
For the last few decades, the story of LGBTQ+ rights in America has been one of increasing public support. But now
it's like if you're telling us, I don't gotta respect your safe space because your safe space violates my safe space. Blah, 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 blah. A lot of this is all negative representation of the LGBTQ+. And it's like, you know, a lot of people in this community...
See you later, Ham, man. I hope you have a good one, buddy.
You just want love and acceptance, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And, like, all the negative assholes that represent them make it look bad. It's kind of like when, like, you know... You say you're a Trump supporter.
Oh, yeah, no. Tig, I know. This is impossible to listen to. I know. Dude, okay, literally. The only reason on why I'm watching this now is because of you guys. And that doesn't mean that I don't enjoy watching it with you. But I just want, I want that to be clear. Because this shit is unwatchable. That's why I'm here to fucking help you actually somewhat maybe enjoy this garbage. Maybe.
Everyone loses their shit because of all the radical rights, asshole white fucking racists, you know, the KKK fucking supporting Trump makes Trump look bad. And I'm like, it's kind of bullshit. Also, fuck the KKK. Nice uniforms, boys. Fabulous. Okay, see what I did?
What was that, Josh? What was that?
Fuck the KKK. Nice uniforms, boys. Fabulous.
I mean, that just sort of kind of, that doesn't, okay.
Okay, see what I did there?
No, not
Survey
really.
finds that for the first time in years, there's a slight decline.
You know what I call the Southern Pride flag? I call it the incest pride flag. Okay, and we're going on.
support.
And the irony is that this is largely the fault of the Rainbow Mafia themselves, because the queer activist class that has become the face and voice of this movement has long stopped advocating for rights and freedoms and instead has taken things so far away from rationality and sanity.
If you give a mouse a cookie, that's the book I read as a child, and it's the truth.
And as a result, they have driven this community right off the edge of the cliff. If we have learned nothing.
Did this motherfucker just use giving a mouse a cookie as a fucking analogy
else in the last decade, it's that you should probably keep the they-thems out of anything you're trying to do, lest you want to end up in the proverbial ravine.
Who the fuck has ever fucking referred to that book as like an analogy for something?
With lots of sharp, pointy rocks.
It's a fucking like.
Bottom to break your.
That's what I'm saying. If you're a fucking sicko, then that's your fucking problem. Leave LGBT out of it. They don't need any more negative representation.
Also, just an aside before we get into this video and I traumatize you with all the examples I found and many things you've probably forgotten about at this point, I just want to make the point that I don't talk a ton here about the trans movement because I've already covered why that imploded in 2 separate videos on this channel recently, which I'll link in the description box. The other thing to note is that all of this nonsense kind of happened all at once, or at least it was evolving all at once, so it's very challenging to lay it out chronologically. I did my best, but yeah, it's sort of all happening at the same time. Please forgive me. I'm doing my best. But do you want to know when we're not doing our best? When we're slaves to a bad habit, which is why today's video is sponsored by Fume. Fume rhymes with...
Fume, when you're too much of a pussy to smoke a real cigarette. Marlboro Southern Cuts.
How many cigarettes do you think he's going to smoke in this video? So he's already smoked 1, and Josh is on to his 2nd. How many cigarettes is he going to smoke? Like probably like 3 or 4 maybe? At least 3 or 4 in at least 2 hours maybe. At least like 4 maybe.
And like a broom, your Fume is a nifty, award-winning flavored air device designed to clean up your bad habit. And by clean, I mean giving you an alternative to the ickiness and...
Yeah, but my bad habits keep me mentally sane, so if I don't fucking have a cigarette or a little bit of booze, every now and then I go a little fucking loopy.
Chemicals and toxins that you are probably putting into your lungs. It's not good for your body. Sure, you could use a vape with its heating components and gross chemicals, or you could use your Fume, which uses these little flavored cores that allow you to draw air into your lungs. Clean, you could say, just the way you like it. Fume has a range of delicious flavors to choose from.
Everyone's got an addiction. Like, okay, so you're trying to quit fucking smoking, so you try the vapes, and that doesn't work. So now here's Fume. You don't want to, like...
But, like, what if it works? Like, what if you...
It's like eating a piece of cheesecake or eating some chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. You know it's bad for your health, but it tastes so good. So you're trying to, like, eliminate the guilty pleasure by using Fume. I totally get that.
Their brand new mango option. As you all know, I am a sparkling grapefruit gal, but this mango core smells so friggin' good, and it's perfect for summer. But this isn't just about...
You know what else smells friggin' good? Tactical soap. Check out the description box below for all your needs. I'm a proud affiliate for this product because it works. I've seen women 10 times out of my league react positively to the smell that I'm laying off, I don't gotta get laid to appreciate what Tactical Soap's laying down. Their chemical-free, cold-pressed soap made for men is awesome. And check out the link below if you want to check out the soap, and they might give you a coupon code, because my coupon code no longer works. My YouTube trolls couldn't handle the fact that Cobra's making money doing what he loves doing, so we're going to harass Scott Carr and blah, 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 blah. And then not enough people were using the coupon code KingCobra on top of it, so...
Okay. Okay, so all right, YouTube. It was my stupid trolls who got me, who who ruined my sponsorship. Oh, but also, I wasn't making enough revenue based on the agreement we had. But that's not.
It is. Regardless, I still rock the soap, and I'm a proud affiliate of Tactical Soap because it works.
Coors Fume has expanded their range to include this nifty little base to hold your device, this beautiful Solano fume, and of course, these little mouth toppers. I can't think of any more broom analogies, but these little toppers give you a better experience. So if you too want to conquer your bad habit with this delicious flavored air device, then click the link in the description, scan the QR code on screen, or go to tryfume.com/Sydney. And of course, don't forget to use code Sydney to get your free fume topper when you order a journey pack. The other countries. Then with the passage of same-sex marriage around the globe in the 2000s through to the 2010s, many LGBT people felt that they'd achieved what they set out to do. Acceptance was achieved, and it was time to hang up their hats and go about living their life. But things were starting to go pear-shaped long before this. When I say that, I mean that the seeds of stupidity had already been sown. In 2009, trans issues took center stage when Obama included transgender in his June 1 Pride Proclamation. The recognition on a federal level signaled a shift away from gay and lesbian rights to broader gender identity issues driven by trans and queer activists. This opened a bigger can of worms than anyone could have possibly imagined, leading us down the path of men in women's spaces, men in women's sports, debates around bathroom access, medically transitioning.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what? Give trans people their own sports leagues, their own locker rooms, and their own bathrooms.
I'm watching this video at 2x speed.
If it makes you feel that uncomfortable.
Minors and performing irreversible, life-altering operations on.
Yeah, if kids are not old enough to smoke tobacco, drink alcohol, watch pornography, buy their own house, etc., then they're not old enough to transition. I actually talked to my trans friend Sasha about this issue. And you know what Sasha Campbell said, and I quote, "Kids have not experienced life, so they're not old enough to transition." And I'm like, hearing this, one actual trans person, was so liberating. It was like, okay, finally, you know. That's why I respect Sasha as a trans person, because she's on the level, you know. And like me and Sasha will give each other shit all the time. Like I'll give her shit for being trans and gay or whatever, and she'll give me shit for being King Cobra. And it's all good and jolly in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Vulnerable adults. Very good. Not to mention
That's as far as it goes.
all of that forced neo-pronoun use in government and workplaces and schools. They really love some forced compliance. It was even here that some gay and lesbian people felt that their movement was being co-opted and overshadowed. Soon, everything was about the T, and later, the nebulous Q+.
So you're telling me that basically we give you acceptance and that's not good enough. You're still pissed off. You sound like a typical fucking female. You want to identify as one. It's like we give you what you want and you're still unhappy. I'm like, well...
part of the community. Between 2016 to 2018, the rainbow flag went through a metamorphosis of sorts, getting a makeover with the Philadelphia and Progress Pride flags. There's so many P's in all of this. Adding stripes for non-white people and trans identities. Since then, they've added the intersex symbol, because I guess we got to have those chromosomal abnormalities in there. And apparently they've also added some feathers recently for Two-Spirit. When I tell you I am tired.
And the other addition to our flag is the two feathers in the circle, which represent Indigenous folks that identify.
And like, why do you care, Sydney Watson? How does it personally affect you? If people want acceptance, you want people to accept you and love you and support you, you know, not much of a difference.
I mean, it's not something that I think about, but it's something I want, but it's not something I obsess over, and it's not something that I try and like achieve. The way that Josh fucking thinks about things is so fucking bizarre. Like, look. Josh just wants to be liked and accepted, like the whole pretending to fucking cry during like 9/11 or pretending to really love animals and I'm just special, wild animals can sense I'm a good main character syndrome.
Spirit. One feather represents feminine identity, one feather represents male identity, and the circle that holds them together represents the unification of both identities.
This is getting stupid, right? I'm not the only person that...
To a point, it is getting stupid. But the way that Sydney Watson preaches it comes off as extremely homophobic and transphobic. I'm not accusing Sydney Watson of being any of these things. But like I said, the media focuses on all the negative crap. The media focuses on all the fucking crap that makes LGBT look bad. And people use that as a justification to justify their trans/gay phobia. And it's fucking stupid. And then they'll rightfully bitch when, like, the same crowd that preaches tolerance and acceptance refuses to accept you because you're straight and cisgendered. It's literally hypocrisy at its finest.
This is getting stupid. Anyway, by this time too, LGBTQ plus was ubiquitous in media, policy, and education. The Obama administration
oh my
in particular
God,
had long been
he's fucking drooling. Oh my God.
using LGBT.
So I voted for Obama, so what?
TQ plus in official documents, and media outlets adopted it in style guides by 2017. Somewhere along this road, Canada went even further, rolling out an even more absurd acronym, 2S LGBTQI plus, in official speeches and other documentation.
There's been a dramatic spike in violence and discrimination targeting the 2S LGBT community.
You want to talk about violence? How is it that trans people are allowed to compete in women's sports because they just say they're a woman, you know, and like that's your only justification? And then like you beat the shit out of your fellow women, regardless of if they're cisgendered or not. And like, if you have a clear advantage over cisgendered women when it comes to competing, but at the same time you're screaming you want to be accepted and heard and you want equality, so give trans people their own sports leagues and shut the fuck up about it. It's fucking Christ. It's not that complicated.
Pride Month. It's a time to celebrate the 2S LGBTQI plus community.
Okay, if it's all about equality, then how come my cisgendered ass is not allowed to celebrate being straight and white, you know? Oh, because of the way your people treated our people. Yeah, fuck all that. Can we acknowledge it and move past it and acknowledge that not every white, straight, cisgendered male is a piece of shit, you know? I'm just saying.
We celebrate social.
And in like the 1950s, it was politically correct to hate somebody for being black and whatever, you know? And now it's politically correct to hate someone for being white. I'm like, that doesn't solve anything. You want to solve like LGBTQ plus issues, stop making it about race, gender, religion, and sex and just coexist. It's not that difficult, YouTube.
Gender justice.
It's all about power to the people, you know?
2S LGBTQI plus people in Canada.
I love watching all the videos where politicians are struggling to say this acronym. Watching them stumble over it is honestly beautiful to me. That's what you get for being moronic. This expansion wasn't just symbolic. It signaled a broader shift to include niche identities, which led to the rise in the hundreds of sexualities and gender identities we see all over TikTok now, from non-binary to xenogender. And let's not forget gender.
What the fuck is xenogender?
Wiki, this has always been a fun...
Oh, my fucking God. Between the hypocrisy and, like, making it more complicated than it needs to be, I'm like, if you identify as a chick, then just say you're a chick, you know?
If you want to take your brain there and then hate yourself. I also especially love this entry, which is hetero-romantic, which describes individuals who feel romantic attraction to people of a gender different than their own. Within the split attraction model, its sexual orientation equivalent...
Like, hetero-romantic? That's stupid. You're like, you know what? You like people who are freaks and not into the same shit you're into. Like,
man, he's so...
Video doesn't want to play.
God, he's so...
Play the video. I'm in the middle of a gender relations rant that's fucking gold right now. And the goddamn fucking video doesn't want to play.
How the fuck is this gold? It's the same shit that you've said 1,000 times over again.
Hey, suck my asshole.
Struggling to say this acronym.
Okay, now it'll play. Okay, fuck
Watching
you.
them stumble over it is honestly beautiful to me. That's what you get for being moronic. This expansion wasn't just symbolic. It signaled a broader shift to include niche identities.
Pumpkin spice, they, them pronouns. Now you're just being silly with it.
Which led to the rise in the hundreds of sexualities and gender identities we see all over TikTok now, from non-binary to xenogender. And let's not forget Gender Wiki. This is...
I don't know about that, Josh.
Always been a fun place if you want to take your brain there and then hate yourself. I also especially love this entry, which is hetero-romantic, which describes individuals who feel romantic attraction to people of a gender different than their own. Within the split attraction model, its sexual orientation equivalent is heterosexual. So it's just straight with extra steps.
That's what I'm
I don't think you have enough brisk for that, Josh.
I'm saying. Like, okay, you're just straight, or you're biologically...
Damn, dude, that was barely any brisk. That was literally that was like 3 shots worth of brisk in that vodka.
gendered, and that's how you feel, but it's all that with extra steps. And I'm like, again, who cares? I'm like, if it makes these people happy and they're not doing anything fucked up or sick
Oh, he mixes
to ruin your life.
Oh, he's gonna mix the whiskey?
Who cares?
Oh,
like, yeah, you watch Caitlyn Jenner, who's a trans woman who identifies as a lesbian woman, and like, that's Caitlyn Jenner's thing, you know? Well, good for her. It's like if you had a choice between fucking Caitlyn Jenner and Khloe Kardashian, I'm over here like, send Khloe to my bedroom.
Ew. Fucking Chloe. I want, ew.
Straight without the straight with extra steps. I'm like, you know what? It is stupid and irritating from an outsider's perspective, but as long as they're not a sicko and as long as it's not hurting you, who cares? Oh, sorry, the alcohol burns. That's exactly what I'm saying, is how does it personally affect you? All these assholes who have pronouns and this and that. How does it personally affect you? Yeah, it's stupid, and yes, it's irritating. If they act like they're entitled because they're a part of this community, yes, you're a bad representation of LGBT.
Yeah, I do agree with that the other 2-hour video is much better. This is like nothing, basically.
But outside of that, it's like, who cares? Everybody wants love and acceptance and equality, and that's what makes us human, to a point.
Hurry the hell up. Oh my god.
There we go. Drink combo got me a little schnocker at the moment, but we'll press on.
Got it.
That just sounds like slavery with extra steps.
Then, because...
Oh, you're a Rick and Morty fan? Join the club. Love Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty's newest episode was like a giant fuck you to Christian culture, and I thought that was really hilarious.
No, it wasn't. Oh yeah, no, like, I know Quintley. I know. It's just, oh god, fucking Rick and Morty, Morty, I'm a pickle. God, dude, I need to go fucking get water and dude, I hate what Rick and Morty did to bongs. I'll be right back. Give me like 3 or 4 minutes. I'll be right back.
Yeah, dude, Tarman, I'm stoked for this next wave. That's sir.
Bottle play, and I never seen those fuckers with a single
sunshine, what a nice trip. Mix and match with all these spells, and I'm losing grip.
Here in Blue, the Shadow Garden, growing dark evil pack. They watered this with the blood of 36 dragons. Shit so purple, you should be asking me where's love. This shirt turned your pacemaker. Nuclear levels of sapphire. Non-spawning, necromancer push. Shit got diamonds on it, so you know the THC, the CBD ratios fucking swag all over this shit. Yeah, this Aquarius, evil sorcerer, blue grass. This shit straight out of Bigwood. This shit is no shadow too bad.
I'm a wizard and I love casting spells.
Okay. I mean, I was willing to mind my own business. I was willing to respect your territory and treat you like a man, but you couldn't leave it alone, could you? You couldn't let a man sit here for 5 minutes and take a rest on your precious piece of shit hill? Okay. But my briefcase? I'll get it for you, all right? You can have my briefcase. Here, you want a briefcase? Here's my briefcase!
You got annoying kids and a nagging wife.
No, look, I'm not interested in Joshua Block fucking content. You can enjoy it. I don't care. He's just not a lolcow to me. He's just some autistic fucking freak, you know? Like, he's just not a lolcow, you know? All right, boys. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't look like some people. I don't know. Like some people have asked me, like, why do I call certain lolcows normie? And it's like, it's sort of hard to explain, actually. I mean, I could do it. I have before. But it's sort of hard to explain, like, right, you know, like, off the cuff sometimes. And it's just like, I know this is gay, but it's just obvious. Like, it's just obvious. Like, fucking DSP, fucking wings. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't have to explain, fucking spitting everywhere. I feel like I don't have to explain, like, you know, I don't know, man.
How the aliens that they were finding are like, sex is gross, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah, it is kind of gross. But
we actually live in hell, polyamory and thruples and other odd relationship dynamics got lumped into the movement and started showing up absolutely everywhere. By 2010, polyamory was highlighted at Pride events with workshops and floats, confusing people who thought that Pride was about same-sex attraction and not some commentary on relationship dynamics. Critics, even within the community,
you know, this is my whole argument with LGB versus everyone else. Like, as long as you're not a goddamn sicko, who gives a fuck what you're sticking your private parts into? You know? Like, you want to sit there and make this big deal and make it more complicated than it needs to be. You have fun with that. Proud of you. You know? It's like, I don't give a fuck what you're into sexually, as long as you're not a goddamn sicko. Who gives a shit? And the unfortunate reality is sickos now have their own pride flag because everyone else gets to have a pride flag except straight people.
But okay, but like the fucking map fucking flag is not accepted. Like no one will ever accept that. Like no normal person will ever accept a map flag, Josh. Like what the fuck are you talking about?
People, you know, and while you're screaming it's all about equality, I'm over here like, fuck sickos. If sickos don't get to have equality, then fuck them because they're not worth it. And like straight people like myself don't need a straight Pride Month, you know, to feel good about our sexuality. If it wasn't about sex, you wouldn't get so mad at the people telling you, you know, well, you can't fuck this person because they're the same sex. And I'm like, bro, why are you hating? Have you watched lesbian porn? Not trying to be a pig, but when you watch lesbian porn with like conventionally very attractive women doing
trailer tipping? I don't know about that, Critley. I don't know about trailer tipping.
it, it's like, oh, that's hot. I joined them. And you bust a nut. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Say that this was too much, too complicated, too far from the original fight. Hi guys, if you're new here.
And it's like, you know what? Your sexuality should be your own personal business. Can I just say that? Like, most people who overshare on social media because they want to be accepted, and then...
But that's all you do is overshare on social media, which is YouTube.
Bitch, because everyone gives them shit about it. I'm like, well, then stop oversharing on social media. I'm a perfect example of this. I've overshared on my social media.
No.
Multiple times, and as a result, my romantic relationships have been affected.
Wait. Okay. Huh.
Dana, I am in a polyamorous couple with my partners, Gabby.
I'm wondering if he realized that he just like admitted the truth, because like that is like, he is correct, but like usually he just blames the trolls, but like
And Eli, this makes me feel unsafe, and because of all,
you know, the dude in that relationship is just like, yeah, two chicks at the same time. Oh, you're polyamorous, or you're bisexual, whatever. Well, you don't see me complaining. Two chicks for the price of one. Well.
Oh, dude, I love lesbians, dude. Oh, they're so great with their licking and their carpet munching and their short haircuts. Oh man, I love me a good lesbian, dude.
I'm 100% cool with bisexual chicks because it's like, I don't expect it, but if I woke up in bed with two hot goth naked chicks that were of age, alive, cisgendered, consenting, and non-related, in my bed, I would be like, you know what? I'm not complaining. I'd wake up like, shit, I got two naked chicks cuddling next to me. I'm like, it was a good night, Cobra.
The insanity coming out of the movement, by 2022, groups like the LGB Alliance were pushing to separate the LGB from the T and the Q+, arguing that the community was being co-opted.
So you're telling me that LGBTQ+ can't even exist amongst itself? They want to treat everyone else like they're shit because we won't accept you, but when you can't even accept yourselves, and there's like a civil war amongst the rainbow community, and you can't even accept it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes your whole fucking argument invalid.
By insane people. Once again, when your acronym needs a plus sign, maybe it's trying to do too much. Now, all of this on its own was incredible.
Or better yet, when like you scream that, you know, gender is a social concept and you better accept my social blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, if gender doesn't exist, then your gender pronouns are bullshit. And if gender is not defined by genitalia, then why do you plastic surgery your body to make yourself look more feminine with the fake tits and all that shit? You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking for a friend.
That's not necessarily feminine, but whatever.
Right.
Bizarre. And people were...
Like, fake tit, like, that... They don't do it to look more feminine. They do it to look like a fucking plastic set, like a fucking object.
Already starting to feel very fatigued.
But, you know.
Especially considering that the LGBTQIAXYZ community and agenda was showing up absolutely everywhere. In politics, in the cultural space, in the social space.
I'm just gonna skip it. Let's see. I'm gonna skip ahead. Let's see. I'm gonna skip ahead like 8 minutes.
Are on the sex offendery list and they're around kids reading stories. I'm just saying.
Inclusivity, but adults in provocative outfits pushing adult themes onto kids. It also didn't help that you didn't see drag.
Yes.
Oh my god, you moron.
Excuse me. Stop pushing adult narratives onto kids. I don't care what your sexuality is, as long as you're not a goddamn sicko. Like, kids don't care about this crap. You know? They don't. They want to enjoy recess, homework free, and eat all the sweets and chocolates and, you know, all the meats. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Fucking Christ.
What? All the meat? What the fuck, dude.
Showing up at retirement homes or homeless shelters, they only wanted the kiddies. Drag Queen Story Hour had a multitude of problems outside of the obvious. Many performers were not
And that's the problem with it, is like adults are inadvertently sexual by nature, and like sexuality and kids should not mix. That's not LGBT phobia, that's the fucking truth.
As some had previous criminal.
I don't like. Okay, like, dude, like, Josh, like, I don't know, like, Josh was very sheltered, and it's very obvious, because, like, Josh, like, kids, like, I don't know, like, when you're in high school, people be fucking. I don't know, like, people be fucking crashing cars, people be fucking jumping off roofs into pools, getting fucked up, like, Josh has such like a weird fucking, like, Josh has such a weird, like, Josh has like such a weird fucking viewpoint on fucking teenagers and shit, like,
convictions for.
Yeah, because like Josh was locked. I mean, okay, I had my fun, but I was also inside a lot. But like, fuck, like, at least I experienced fucking fun.
Of the playground behavior. Then from Drag Queen Story Hour came the idea that it was fine overall to have drag queens performing for children, which led to wholesale, borderline stripper-esque performances in.
I was doing a lot of stupid shit. Like a lot of stupid shit.
Families. Some videos went viral where children were encouraged to give money to the men while they danced.
Chicago now at the center of controversy once again. Critics are tearing into a drag story time for toddlers held at a public library. Protesters on both sides of the issue clashing outside as leaders refuse to cancel the event. The library says it's all about inclusion.
Yes.
Oh, really? If it's all about inclusion, then you'll include me because I'm straight, white, and cisgender. And if you're sick and tired of all the negative publicity, you won't act entitled to your opinion, and you'll be like, fuck sickos. Pretty fucking straightforward, dude. Like, sitting here beating off a dead horse with this fucking argument, because it's the crap I've been preaching on my channel for a hot minute. And every time I try to say anything about this crap, the radical left is so quick to label me as phobic. And I'm like, you don't want to have a conversation about gender and sexuality because it doesn't fit your narrative. And I'm like, it's just like women avoiding the argument because they don't want emotional drama with it, while secretly craving it. You know, it's just typical human race.
How come? Do I look scary? Do you know what I am?
This poor kid sitting there smiling like, I don't want to be here.
I'm a drag queen.
If a drag queen wants to read you a story at a library, listen to her, because knowledge is power. And if someone tries to restrict your access to power, they are trying to scare you.
No. Then all of this started showing up in schools and school curriculums all across the Western world. Although, unfortunately, in a lot of ways, this does sometimes feel like a uniquely...
And the utter hypocrisy of the radical right is like, they will say crap like this because they're trying to scare you into believing a false narrative.
American, Canadian, Australian, English problem.
Where I grew up, I see children suffering from poverty. I've seen the impact it has on kids. 1 in 5 children are experiencing food insecurity in rural America, but Save the Children has a way you can help. Team Tomorrow takes immediate action against the world's toughest issues.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's the fucking ad you're gonna plug while I'm trying to do a fucking video response. That breaks my heart.
Oh my god, dude. Who cares? Okay, dude. Like, literally, I've been sitting watching TV, and I see some ad playing sad music showing skinny African children starving. Do you want to know what I do when I see that? I laugh at it, because I know because it's fucking ridiculous. Like, cause it's ridiculous, and it's a scam, probably. Like, my money's not going to some fucking skinny-ass fucking black kid in Africa. Like, what the God, man, I dropped my lighter, YouTube, but it is what it is.
Kids should be safe from abuse, and they should have total access to clean drinking water and food. Man.
Don't know why we've collectively lost our minds. By 2019, education institutions were all in on drag queens and gender.
You are late for the Willow talk. My take is that, okay, for those that don't know, Willow touched the poop a little bit too much, maybe. Pissed off now. Now went after his family. Willow deleted a bunch of his stuff. It sucks. As much as I hate Willow and think he's probably a piece of shit, he does not deserve that kind of shit, you know. But, you know, I don't like him, but he doesn't, you know, like, I don't think he deserves that. But you could say that he walked into it, but I don't know. I don't care, really.
Identity. California mandated LGBTQ plus history lessons, and TikTok blew up with teachers showing off pride flags or pronoun lessons in classrooms. And of course, we all remember the photos of the gingerbread person and the gender unicorn. This makes me feel like Derek in Zoolander. Gingerbread man! Man!
Yeah, because women are so triggered by the existence of men that it's like, oh, I'm going to make a gingerbread man. Excuse me? Did that cookie tell you it's gender pronouns? Well, you're a bigot. I'm like, dude, you were trying way too hard to make an issue out of nothing and to be offended. Stop.
Merman.
Soon, some states were trying to pass legislation that would interfere with parents who didn't let their children transition and empowered teachers to withhold information like this.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, the only reason why trans kids exist is because LGB is forcing everyone to accept a narrative, and it's making kids question their shit when they're way too young to question it. Like, you're not an adult. You haven't lived your life. Just ignore the propaganda. And it's like, no, I will not ignore it. Wow.
From parents. In 2024, California banned school policies requiring parental notification if a student changed their gender identity, name, pronouns, arguing it protects the child's privacy.
If you say pronouns are stupid,
educator in the classroom and you're not willing to teach inclusive content, then you shouldn't be an educator. So I'm not allowed to be out as trans.
Inclusive content. Your job is to teach the bare basics, math, science, English, history, etc. Your job is not to force some narrative on kids who are too immature to make thoughts or like decisions for themselves. This is why a lot of people...
You have never made a life decision for yourself. The last life decision you ever made was to get with an old hag that treated you like absolute dog shit and like ruined your life and like fucking drained you of your semen and your life essence. You know, like, dude, that bitch drained you, Josh. Like that bitch drained you of whatever life essence you had left, and now you're a husk.
People are upset about this issue because kids are not mature enough to make their own decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Very absolutely.
So we are 1 hour and 10 minutes into this video, and the stream's been going on an hour and 50 minutes.
Well, do not come up in my comments saying that I am allowed because I'm not. I live in Louisiana and it sucks here.
Oh, you're so edgy. Fuck off.
So of course my response to this is to be as obnoxiously queer as possible.
This is...
So instead of being like, okay, there's a time and a place, because growing up when I was a kid and I had teachers, you know, the most I knew about my teachers was they're married or they're single, whatever. That was the end of it. You know, I didn't need to know my teacher's sexuality to feel inclusive. Like, this is why LGBT fucking has problems.
Kind of an issue unto itself, given how many teachers like to publicly on social media tell on themselves, especially with relation to encouraging their students to transition, or, you know, that they could be a boy or a girl, whatever it is. There's a lot of those videos out there. It's kind of upsetting. Your job is to teach English, Seth. Worry less about your students' genitals. Then there were the battles happening with relation to LGBTQIA.
And that's a fair point. It's like, stop worrying about, like, the genitals of the younger race and focus on your own genitals. At the same time, that's...
What? Don't focus about the genitals of another race. Focus on your own genitals.
That's also like the transphobic, inclusive language that separates us. Both sides make a fair point, but nobody wants to listen because, you know, you're just is inappropriate.
Not forget the little beaver here with the double mastectomy scars. The show Ridley Jones.
The black lipstick. Like, I've been known to put on black lipstick and eyeliner because it accentuates my goth look. It has nothing to do with my sexuality or, like...
I don't know about that.
Who I am as a person, so to speak, because I idolize bands like Cradle of Filth, Ozzy Osbourne, and Black Sabbath, etc. Or Alice Cooper, you know.
Oh my god. Alice Cooper, dude. Dude. Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper, the Beatles, fucking Elvis, fucking Ozzy. Can you like one good fucking band? Like, god damn. Like, can you like, are you able to have like good taste and fucking anything?
And it's like the idea that a man can't wear eyeliner without his sexuality being questioned is the exact problem. And like, this is why I agree with LGB when it comes to this issue. Like, makeup doesn't define who you are as a person. You know, I totally get that argument 100%. But that argument goes out the window when you're making kids question their own shit because you want acceptance. And like, that's called political brainwashing, and our society is known for it. Political brainwashing is a thing. Like, you're going to brainwash somebody politically because you want them to fit a narrative. And this is how it is, you know.
Gold and his journey as a child drag queen. The accompanying photos with the spread were a bit grim for many readers. I'm not going to include them because...
And I'm like, no, that's messed up. Like, man, kids being overtly sexual and dressing up in drag, it's just like, nope. Nope. I don't want nothing to do with that. Let me just grab my alcohol and casually sip on it.
Okay. Oh my god. I am so disgusted about what I'm seeing on my screen, but I'm gonna gently take a sip of my alcohol.
His kid, and it's a bit weird. Anyway, these are just 2 children. Soon we had shows like Kids in Drag that documented young boys participating in a drag.
Like, there's a lot of inappropriate things that go on with, like, drag shows, and I feel like that's not appropriate for a kid audience. I can support LGB and be like, I get it to a point, but this is crossing the line.
Competition, or Generation Drag, produced by Tyra Banks, which featured 12 to 17-year-old kids preparing for a drag ball, whatever that means. And I mean, like, speaking of shows, over the years we've had all sorts of these things that highlight...
Alright, I'm gonna skip this chat. Like, I'm just gonna skip randomly. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I'm not watching all this.
You should not be overtly sexual.
Jesus Christ, he almost pukes
and they
here.
show their support. And no one's being overtly sexual, you know, because here's the thing.
Josh's stomach is probably like, it's like a pit of lava. It's always fucking bubbling, you know. It's like a pot of stew.
You should not be overtly sexual around kids. That's disgusting. Like, a pride is not about sexual. Pluto as the adult verse to make everyone upset about their, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying,
I guess
Watson.
Not that's going along.
You're just mad because your candidate didn't make the presidential list. And I'm like, oh.
If you are new here and you are not subscribed already and you would like to see more of me and more of this kind of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel as well as leaving this video a like and a comment because I do read the majority of the...
Jesus Christ.
One second.
And I like hearing feedback. Of course, and as per usual, I hope you all stay safe and well, my lovely little petal babies, and I will see your wonderful pretty faces in the next video.
All right, boys. So, I was watching that at 1.5 speed, and I'm sorry, dude. That's all I can do. You know what? I'm not sorry, because it would have been a loop. It would have been a loop. I don't care. I'm done. And that made me not want to. That made me want to not watch Josh for like a while. Yeah, that made me not want to watch Josh. Oh god, dude, that was bad. That was. Don't skip the last 3 minutes. I mean, I already watched the puked thing, right? Like you. All right. I don't know, dude. That literally was that. This is the worst Josh content we've ever gotten in a long time. I don't remember like. Usually I'll complain and I'll do this and do that, but like normally I don't skip shit like as much as I did here. Like, normally I sit through it, but like, why would you guys even want to watch this? This is bad, dude. That was bad. All right, boys. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you, Disc, for being a member. Thank you, Sean, for being a member. Thank you, The Watcher. Thank you, Have a Cigar. Thank you, Crentley. Thank you, Rat Beef Sandwich, for being a member. Thank you, Kid. Thank you, Alpha Elmo, for being, well, whatever. Thank you, Sean, for being a member. Thank you, Six, for being a member. And also, just getting here, you were too busy watching Fish Tank. You were too busy watching Fish Tank. All right, boys. That was fun. Oh, and also, thank you for all of the donations. Like, you guys went crazy this stream with the fucking donations. Very kind of you. So on Friday, the 20th, I will be doing a 15-hour long stream, not 24 hours, because I actually want to be awake and talking for the whole stream, because then what's the fucking point? So I'm doing a 15-hour stream on Friday where I will have different donation goals. What? I don't know. And it's where I will be eating 4 pounds of shredded cheese. Wish me luck, I guess. All right, boys, I'm out of here. You have a good night. Thank you for all the support. I appreciate it. Peace out.
Yeah, dude, Tarman, I'm stoked for this next wave. That's sir.